So welcome to Coffee, Eggs and Inspiration. It's a weekly show that goes out over YouTube if you're keen to watch, or as a podcast on Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud. I think there's a few of them now to choose from. So my guest this week, very excited to welcome Jamal Edwards. And talk to me about you. I mean, you worked with some really, really big artists at the early stages of their career. Ed Sheeran, for example. Tell me about that story.
Yeah, so that story is like, I tweeted what film I should watch, and he said Precious, and randomly I was just like,
good movie.
Yeah, I don't think I've still watched it all the way through yet, but I then like checked his music out, and I was just like, wow, this is sick. And I went down to I Love Live, and I was like, I've never really put a single in SP before, that's consistently. So we shot like 4 videos in that day. And when I went down to I Love Live, met him, and I was like, wow, you're sick. And I think the following week we ended up shooting You Need Me, I Don't Need You, A-Team, then there's Loppy, All My Life cover, and that one other video.
Amazing.
Where we just changed the clothes in each one.
And it was just him with his guitar and
yeah.
Was he using his loop at that stage?
Yeah, jumped on a train from like Twickenham or something like that. Went to Sunningdale or something like that, I think the studio was. And yeah, that was definitely an interesting. And we were sitting in the kitchen thinking that, I swear, I think, I'm gonna ask him, I think we came up, because I was asking, what should we call acoustic sessions? And we just couldn't make up a name. We were sitting in the kitchen for time. And then I remember I had F64, which was like Fresh 64 lyrics, which is for MCs.
Yeah.
So then I think we was like, yeah, let's do A64, even though it's not 64,
right.
Just the familiarity of 64
A as an acoustic.
and A as an acoustic. And
Yeah.
I was like, cool, safe. And then everyone thought Ed recorded the intro, but he didn't. It just sounded like him.
Really?
The SBTV. I need to bring that back. Everyone keeps like.
Was it you?
No, it wasn't me. It was just,
sure?
It was one of the people that I used to work with. But I'm gonna bring it back next year.
I want to ask you. There's people watching. I imagine who are looking to learn. In closing, what sort of advice would you give others who are sort of growing up, maybe entering the end of their school, looking to do next steps, or perhaps in a midlife career progression? Any advice that you give people?
Don't feel pressured, and don't take calculated risks. And I remember when I was younger, I had the pressure of you had to make it by 30. And when I interviewed the co-founder and the first CEO of Netflix, Mark Randolph, he co-founded Netflix with Reed Hastings when he was 38. And I'm like, what? I sit in the car with him and I was like, really? It's like, yes. And don't be successful on your own terms. Don't do it just because other people are doing it, or you feel you have to do something because someone says. And I find one of the big things is regardless of what age you are in life, you have that passion. It will get unlocked someday. I unlocked mine when I was 15. My friend's now unlocked hers when she was 80. She's got a knitting business now, but she's been in employment for most of her life. So it can happen whenever. And I find you shouldn't be scared of getting a job that might not necessarily be what you want to do, but it allows you to have freedom. Well, it allows you to invest in what you actually want to do. So I was working in Top Man for 5 years, and I used that money to invest in camera, sound, light, all that sort of stuff, which then helps my business. And I find people I'm not working in Top Man, I'm not working in McDonald's, I'm not working there, because they feel that's not what I want to do. But that's the wrong way to look at it. You're supposed to look at it, earn your money and budget your money correctly to try and fund your dreams. To
unlock that. Well, that's incredible advice that's suitable for any age, stage or context. Jamal Edwards, you're an absolute inspiration to me and many others. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank you. Thank you, man. Nice one.
All right.
Craig Fenton is now the interviewer.
And the mouse.